All right, wonderful people, welcome back again to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information. There plenty matter day for my table. The information will be say they reach for my table now. Be say the BNL boys don't do wetin no good to the NIG soldiers. So they say the matter plenty. Say the soldiers say they know they fear. Come go carry themselves, go enter for where the BNL boys, where their camp dey. Imagine you carrying fight to dey go for people dump where dem dey, wey be say na there be dem home. Na I hear say the information wey be say e dey for my table now be say these BNL boys, Biafra Liberation Army, dem dey say they scatter the NIG. They say many of them sustain injuries. Some of the soldiers run. Say even some self they run, they leave their gun. Many things wey be say they happen there. They say this one na shock observer. Wow. Be like say these boys wey be say that they call BNL. They know they fear, they know they shake. Now we dey hear the information say all those people wey be we dey hear say the NIG army dem catch say no, they no be them be the BNL. Say the BNL, say according to the information wey be say we dey get, say the BNL they know they play, they know they even look for trouble. They say they did their own jeje. Say every day na training. They say self before you go see these boys, you go know what you they do. Say those people wey be say soldiers they catch, they label them IPOB, they label them BNL and ESN. Say all those things say na propaganda. Say some of themselves na boys wey be say that they work out for themselves, and some people maybe na criminals wey come just steal for inside town, and unfortunately for them, police catch them, they go label them BNL. They say BNL people say if you see them, if you carry your eye see them, you say you go better make you say they you dey blind though. Say those boys then guard up themselves. Make I bring you the full information as e dey hot. This one is coming from news. They say multiple security personnel injured as IPOB denotes IEDs in Anambra and Imo State. Wahala don dey. They say, make I show you the headline again. They say multiple security personnel injured as the IPOB donate IEDs in Anambra and Imo State. They say plenty people don dey injured. They say during clearance operation in Anambra and Imo State, 5 soldiers and 2 policemen sustained various degrees of injuries when the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB donate improvised explosive device. They say operation conducted by the troops of 82 Division, Nigerian Army, Nigeria Police, NPF, and other security agencies aimed to raid hideouts and training camps belonging to the IPOB/ESN in Oshomowu Forest, spanning both states. They say 5 fighters associated with the group were arrested during the operation. They say the clearance operation was prompted by the violent activities of the group enforcing an illegal 2-week sit-at-home order in various areas, including Onitsha, Nnewi, and Iheme Obosi in Anambra State, as well as New Market, Enugu State, and Ogbete Market. They say Brigadier Onyema Nwachukwu confirmed what actually happened. The director of Army Public Relations reported that the troops successfully cleared IPOB camp in Ekototo. They said the army, when they got to Ekototo, they were successful. Oshumo, Lilu, and Mother Valley. They say, however, during the confrontation with the group's armed fighters, the assailant denoted IED Obunigwe and fire using locally fabricated mortar tubes. Now, wow, I don't know, say this Obunigwe still there. I don't know, say this Obunigwe still there, this Ojukwu bucket. Some people they call him Ojukwu bucket. Some people they call him Obunigwe. They say the boys don't bring up Obunigwe again. Hey, wahala dey for this one. Me myself I dey fear. They say look at make I show you again. They say, however, during the confrontation with the group's armed fighters, the assailant denoted IED Obunigwe and fired using locally fabricated mortar tubes. Despite this, the security forces managed to have their way and enter inside. Now why don't shell rough for day? This one, army chief, they cry this one, say the boys opened up Ogbunigwe. Say technicality, ịma na ndị ọka na-akpụkọ n'egbe. Ọkwunu ma nke a, ụzọ ọka bụ egbe kava na-akpụ. You get other villages where we say they get talent, about people, all those things. It's just that Nigeria has decided to make Biafrans to be at the back of the page, and they don't want to bring them at the front of the page because of one or two things. Maybe they are afraid fear has come upon them and the rest of them, and that is why they have decided to make the Biafrans and the Ndigbo in particular to be at the back of the page and also at the back of the event that is happening in Nigeria. Because had it been that these people respect Ndigbo and bring them into the frontage of what is happening in this nation, believe me, this nation would have one day become better than China. It will become better even by now. It will be competing with countries like Germany and the rest of them. And I believe that somehow the Westerners understand these things. They know what the Biafrans, the Ndigbo are capable of, and that is why they have decided to leave them at the back of the page and make sure that nothing good comes to an Igbo man as far as Nigeria is concerned. And the Southeasterners have refused to understand this thing by coming together because if to say the people will be say the governors, the politicians will be say them there for Southeast, if to say they understand this matter, say these people no one make them prosper, they don't do president for this nation for how many times Igbo man never become president. They don't do vice president for how many times Igbo man never become vice president. They don't do plenty things wey be say they don't do for this obodo. Igbo man never become and go to the police, go to the army, go to the civil defense, go to the FIROS, go to the FIROS, go to the oil company, go to Shell, and you will see the people who are occupying the positions. And this will tell you that somehow these people don't want, the prosperity of Ndigbo. And from what people have observed all over the world is that as long as the Jews are kept down, the country will not prosper. You might be wondering the greatness of Egypt when the children of Israel were in Egypt. That's the history. When the children of Israel were in Egypt, Egypt was booming because the wisdom of the children of Israel what was used in building Egypt. The greatness of Egypt was great was because that an Israelite was there. Yes, when the whole world were going to Egypt to find food, it was because an Israelite was there, a Jew was there. People might not be able to appreciate what Ndigbo, their presence in Nigeria, their contribution all over Nigeria until all this pressure, everything, and at the end of everything, Ndigbo leaves Nigeria. And that is why when people will be able to understand that Nigeria you are seeing is just an empty vacuum. Yes. When you come to development, estate development, land infrastructure, building infrastructure, Ndigbo are the number one. It is only an Igbo man that will move from his father's land and go to another man's land, and he will buy like hectares of land there, build factory, build company, build a fine living place for himself. For himself, a Yoruba man cannot do it. An Hausa man cannot do it. The other day, they destroyed Amausa in Imo State along a place that is called Avu Road. This is a place where the Hausa people come together, both the big and the small, the Dikton and Hare. They mix up themselves there. They build shanty buildings. That's this building done with zinc and plywoods and the rest of them. You see them living there, both the rich, both the poor, they are living there. They don't care about developing where they have come into. They even make the place become worse than it when they met it, because they are not coming with any developmental plan. It is only an Igbo man that will move and enter into a place, bring a developmental plan, Before you know it, he start a business. Before you know it, he has built a house there. Before you know it, he has opened a shop. Before you know it, he has rented your shop. He brings development, he brings light, he brings things in your community. That's how an Israelite lives, and people have failed to understand this thing, especially the other people that are in the nation called Nigeria. Meanwhile, I'll be winding down the curtain here, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please kindly go and subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to take it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Tuesday, 20th day of June, 2023. It is 30 years since the annulment of the election that could have made Mushid Abiola the president of Nigeria, which also caused the planned riot leading to the destruction of properties and livelihood of the Igbo Biafrans living in Lagos State and other parts of Yoruba land in 1993. The recent demolition of Alaba International Market and homes of the Igbo Biafrans living in Lagos State I repeat myself again. The recent demolition of Alaba International Market and hosts of the Igbo Biafrans residing in Lagos State, governed by Sanwo Olu, is a reminder, is a very big reminder that Igbo Biafrans are not still safe in that part of the country. I, General Innocent Ani Oji, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the State of Biafra, want to state especially that the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are sacred and should not be arbitrarily tampered upon by the administration of President Bola Tinubu, aka Jagaban. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be immediately released. He must be released. The distance of Igbo Biafrans from the place of origin should not be a detriment for the enforcement of their basic human rights. This is a promise and not a threat. God bless Biafra. Long live State of Biafra.
Long live Biafra National Guard.
Long live State of Biafra.
Long live Biafra National Guard.
Long live Biafra Provisional Government.
Long live Biafra National Guard.
Thank you.
Down, down the valley, yo, see down the valley, yo, down, down the valley, yo, see down the valley, yo.
Down the valley, you see down the valley, you down the valley, you see down the valley, you.
Down the valley,
Yes,
yo,
sir.
down the valley, down the valley, yo, see down the valley, yo.
Down the valley, you see down the valley, you down the valley, you see down the valley, you.
Down the valley, yo, see down the valley, yo. Down the valley, yo, see down the valley, yo.
Down the valley, you see down the valley, you down the valley, you see down the valley, you.
As I walk in the valley, yo, there was a bird, one of the